Yeah, so I've got these cells and I'm going to be tabbing them together here with some nickel strip. And so I'm going to put two cells side by side and then put the tabbing across there. And then ultimately I'll be soldering my fuse wire on the positive side and then a jumper wire on the negative side. And I'll be soldering to this tabbing instead of to the cell. But because of that, I'm going to be soldering right there on the cell, and that's just the heat shrink that's been applied there. So you run a risk of shorting from the positive to the negative right there. So what I had done was pick up some of these insulating washers. I think these this was 540 of them. I got a whole package for about $10, so they're about 2 cents a piece, not very expensive. And so what I do is I get a bunch of these here and pull them off. They've got the center plug is still there, so you've got to separate the two. So I find it's easier if you pull these off ahead of time, and then you can just motor through a row of cells. So what I've done is I've got 10 washers there ready to go, and I take a little isopropyl alcohol here and wet my paper towel, and then I have my custom built cell puller. Not sure exactly what this was, but it makes a perfect puller for cells. And then I just give the terminals a wipe there. This way I'm also cleaning these of any oil or grease in preparation for putting the tabbing on too. So I'm kind of killing two birds with one stone. And the best way I've found to put these on is to hold them in your fingers like that. So you're just on the side, and then you bring the cell in, and that centers it up. Just get it pushed over, give it a little twist like that, and we're good to go. So yeah, once you get the rhythm down here, you just grab one there, give it a twist on the alcohol, clean it off, and then you just want to make sure you've got the positive is roughly centered. So I give it a little twist there. Let's try another one. Give it a wipe, and you pick the ring up in your fingers and just kind of guide it in. And then I just like to check it and then seat it in there. Make sure the ring is on there, and then we're ready for the next thing. But I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more rows to insulate here. The first batch I did, I kind of tried to do the whole operation in one go. Pull the cell out, put the ring on, pair them up, because I had, at that point I was maybe pulling this row out plus this row. So I'd take this cell, clean it, put the thing on, take this cell, join them together, put the tabbing on, put them into the holder. I think it's quicker if you just, pull off 10 rings, get them all ready to go, and then just march through a whole row, bang them out one after another. It's a little bit boring because you're doing the same thing. I had 4 boxes of these. I think I did 3 last weekend, and then I've got this 1 box to finish. But I think it's best if I do that, because what happened was on the last battery, 3 of the modules I remembered to put these rings on, but then I got in a hurry, and on the last one I forgot to put the rings on the cells, so I had to go in after I put the tabbing on and then slide insulation underneath, and that takes a long time. It's really hard to do. So if you just do them all, get them all ready, they're all cleaned off now, they're all insulated. Yeah, and then the other thing I'm doing is, after I had put these cells on storage charge, after I did the capacity testing, I put them in positive side down so that I knew they were all back on storage charge. That was kind of my clue. They come out of the box positive cell up, but I put them in upside down, and now when I put the rings on, I'm putting them back positive side up, and that way I can see, yes, that's all ready to go. So the next step is we're going to take these out in pairs and then stick them together on the spot welder, and then they go into a holder. So it's just right from the box, spot weld into the holder. That's why I'm doing this step now, so that when I take them out of here, they go under the spot welder and then they go right into a battery holder. So we're just minimizing the handling steps. Testing is faster, but processing, I think, is a little bit slower. You know, once you have the testing done, then the work starts with these, because you've got a lot more work to do. None of this has to be done on the laptop cells because this was already done at the factory. So anyway, I got to get busy here. I've got 50 more to do, and then hopefully I can get to spot welding here pretty soon. So we'll show you that next. And if you have any questions about the processing, post up in the comment section below, and let me know, if anybody has a different technique that they're using here. Feel free to share that down below, and I'll put any follow-up videos over here on the left side. And as always, thanks for watching.